want to make a video here for people that are just absolutely like, this is they're starting out in changing diet and lifestyle. They've actually got the first glimpse of inspiration to make a change. Just the thought, and they're still pretty much standard Western diet, standard American diet, standard Australian, UK, Scottish diet, but they're starting to wise up and think they want to make a change. How do you make that change? What's the first step to take? Wow, it's I don't want to put you off, but I want to say to you that changing my diet was probably the most difficult thing I ever accomplished in my life. So I don't know if that puts you off. And I'm probably not the highest achieving person in the world, but still, it's a tough thing to do. It's tough. But probably one of the most worthwhile things to at least attempt to do. And if you just start making those steps, it's funny in life, whenever we're trying to achieve anything, we always think we've not come far enough. Like, I've got this YouTube channel and I've been doing it for maybe 2 years, and I never really sit and think how much I've achieved in just the fact that I've done that consistently. And I've not got many subscribers or many views or whatever, but it's quite an accomplishment to have just kept it going and kept making videos and got better at making videos. And you know, and you can have a look over some of my early videos if you're thinking of starting a channel, and you can see, and it's the same thing with changing anything in life or learning anything new. You just start out and it gets messy, and that's when people can move back to their habits, because your habits are so ingrained and they're so smooth and clear and easy that it's just so easy to fall back into it, and you accelerate along. But when you jump into changing your habits, it's like you're going into a jungle that you don't know anything about, and you're looking for your way through that jungle. You're trying to create a new path, and it's a mess. It's a mess, and you can't identify anything, but and you're lost, and it's dark, and you don't understand what's happening quite, and you're getting bombarded with all this new information, and it's really hard for your mind and brain and everything. But if you just take that first step in and you stay with it, and you keep taking steps, and it'll be messier and messier, and it gets even more dense and even more more information and more things. And if you keep going, hopefully you will start to find hands reaching out to you that will grab and will start pulling you through. You need to make the first step, whether it's going along to a local fruit luck or raw food event, going along to a talk, going to an event like Woodstock, or for the UK Fruit Festival, of course. Taking that first step, Fruit Winter, which is in January, remember that. And it'll start slowly to get more clear, and you'll start to hear the same information gradually. You'll start to find the right path. You'll start to hear certain names mentioned, and you'll go and find that information, and then you'll hear another name mentioned, you go and find that information. You start to see the stuff that makes sense, and you'll start implementing it in your own life, and you'll start to feel good, and that'll validate everything you're looking at. and you'll continue to make steps, but you're never going to get it overnight, and you're never going to be perfect unless you're like surrounded by coaches and people that will help you and stuff. So try and embrace. It's so hard, and it's the same with learning any new skill. You have to embrace this confusing, messy, unsure thing. You have to try and dive into it rather than run away from it. But luckily there is so much information out there now to try and start getting a handle on things, and whenever I'm learning anything now, I can go to YouTube and do put in how to do, and then whatever the thing I'm looking to learn is. Because there's a lot of skills I don't have naturally, and a lot of things I don't know, like anyone. And this is the value of doing YouTube videos, because there's people out there looking for your advice, looking for your help. But the specifics of actually what you should do first, it's really tough. I always like the idea of just creating the idea in your mind, creating the goal and the thought, and gradually changing your mindset, and not trying to force yourself onto try and develop that momentum slowly. And you're going to go on and off the path and go back to junk food or bad food choices, and you're going to maybe gain weight and lose weight. But if you just keep going with it, you will gradually and eventually gain acceleration, gain momentum. The path will become clearer, and at that point you will start to accelerate towards your goals and achievements. And by that point it'll start to become so easy that you're not thinking about it anymore, and then you'll forget the fact that you even have all these goals and things and achievements, and you'll think, well, I've still not come far enough, I'm still not quite living the healthy diet that I want, and it's not perfect. But you've got to keep going with that. The emotions are hard. It's all programmed in you to sort of stop you from making new habits almost, but you've got to fight through that. It's just you are your own worst enemy. So embrace that messiness, keep moving forward, and know that you will get there. You will eventually get to a stage where you'll make that decision, and it will be real, and you'll move on, and whether it's going raw or going vegan, but yeah, and this is just the process of change in life. It's the thing that stops the majority of people from ever making any changes, or ever making any significant change in their life. People generally only make changes if they're forced to, or if they're put into fear into doing it. They're really scared to. That's my thought on that. But keep moving, positive steps forward. Keep on watching the videos, reading the books. Don't force yourself too much. Don't try and guilt yourself into it. Don't think it's going to be easy. Don't pretend to yourself it's going to be easy. Just know that it's a trek, and you will get there if you just keep moving in the right direction. So, the first step is going out and buying a ridiculous amount of fruit and putting it in your house. Whether you eat it or not, that's the kind of second step. Probably doesn't matter so much as just getting into that habit of buying a ridiculous amount of fruit and putting it in your house and having it around, and you'll gradually start eating more of it just naturally. And the more fruit you eat, the less of the other stuff you eat. And it grows and it builds, and you'll gain momentum from there. So I hope this video has been of some use to you. You can go to my website, fruityronson.com, and sign up there and subscribe to this video for future videos. If you want to support this video, you can click on one of the Amazon affiliate links below, and that's an affiliate link, so I'd get a small commission if you bought something through that link. So clearly you don't have to do that. but that's this video. Hope it might have helped out, and it's getting dark here, so I better go. See you soon, bye.